Okay, so basically, I've been reading the Throne of Glass series since like October. I got the first book in October. I've not been reading it in the right order. Like, I never read The Assassin's Blade. Because, like, by the time I got to, like, book number 2, and when people were reading, making it seem like you needed to read the prequel, there was too much going on. Like, I couldn't go back. I have had mixed feelings about this whole series, because on one hand, have I liked it? I've given the books consistently, I've given a lot of the books 4 stars. And because of reading this, I've said that Sarah J Maas might be my favourite author. But at the same time, there have been almost points where I really, really do not like the book, and I just want to not continue the series. I just want it out of the way, which is how I felt with this tandem read. But also, I would say this is the book I enjoyed the most in the series. This book and the first book after the prequel, which is maybe technically the second book, but this book and Throne of Glass have been my favourites. Yeah, a lot of people started reading this series this year, and that's kind of been like my motivation to keep reading, because I don't want to be the person who's left behind and has not read the Throne of Glass series. But at the same time, it's not been that, like, the thing is with Sarah J Maas's writing is her books are big. Like, this book, 660 pages, and like, if you read ACOTAR, like, A Court of Mist and Fury is most people's favourite book, but I really didn't like that book. I rated it like 2 stars. But it's not because it's bad, because a lot of interesting, entertaining stuff actually does happen in the book. It's because it was so long and there was so much just random, like, nothingness going on for like a big chunk of the middle of the book. This book I liked, like, there's like 2 parts to this book. The first part of the book I loved, like, literally loved, was like, this is 5 stars. I'm trying to think, I don't know where it gets to part 2, but there's like part 1 and then part 2. The first part, loved it so much. Like, the characters, one of my least favourite characters in the series, like, the whole book is kind of centred around that character, which is like Chaol, like Chaol, I don't know how you say his name, but I did not like him from like book number 1. In book number 2 kind of, but then like not really. But in book number 6, he's stepping up. Like, honestly, he carried this whole book, and it was like mainly in his point of view. Oh, this book was so good. Like, it was a redemption arc. It gave what it needed to give. But one of the characters in it, because it follows 3 characters, 3 point of views. One of the point of views I just found really kind of boring. Like, towards the end, it did get good. Like, towards the end, their point of view, like, picked up, and there was action, and there was, like, fighting, and, like, angst and stuff like that. So it really did pick up. And then the other 2 main characters, Chaol and the other person, chef's kiss. That was amazing. That was like 5 stars. I think I gave this at 4.5. If I was a generous rater, I would have definitely given it 5 stars, but because of just the fact that at some point I was like, I don't even know if I want to read this, like, because it was just so boring at some point. I was skimming it, like, but the characters, the romance, like, amazing. And then, like, this is the book that I tandem read, because, like, you can tandem read it. I tandem read it with Empire of Storms. I gave Empire of Storms 3 stars. I think that's the rating I want to leave it at, because, like, just in Sarah J Maas fashion, like, the end of the book goes crazy, the beginning of the book might be like, but there are just some parts of the book where it's just boring and slow, and I'm just not really into it. So that was how I felt about these books. These were the most recent 2 that I read, Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. But tonight I'm going to get Kingdom of Ash. I'm literally going to the shop to pick up Kingdom of Ash, and I even have like a Waterstones voucher to get the book for free. And I can't believe that just the other day I was thinking about like not finishing this series, like, just so boring, and now all I want to do is finish this series. I think I have mixed opinions on it. Like, I think I've just been reading so much Sarah J Maas recently. Like, obviously, this series, I've just read 7 of her books in, like, the past 2 months. Like, this year, I started ACOTAR in the summer. I read all of the ACOTAR books. I just think I've had a bit of a Sarah J Maas overload. But, yeah. I'm conflicted because on one hand I really, really want to read Kingdom of Ash, but on the other hand I know that I was reading this book and just so bored, so maybe I should read something else, like a light romance. I have like Checkmate that I could read, but I'm only in the mood to finish this series. I don't even know why, because I wouldn't say this is a 5-star series for me personally. I would say it's more of a 4-star series. Even then, like, I'm in it, but I think, you know what's happened? Like, I think I've read it so much that I don't care as much anymore. Like, I actually don't think I care as much anymore. I don't care about the characters that much. Some of the characters I care about, but some of them I just don't really care about. So why am I reading this book? I don't know. I'm really conflicted right now, but I do want to finish this series. I wanted to finish it before Christmas. It's the 11th today, so that's 2 weeks. And the book is 1,000 pages. And I know that I could definitely finish it in 2 weeks. I know that I could have it done in 1 week, in a few days, if it's good. But if it's not good, it's going to take a while. And knowing Sarah J Maas, there's probably going to be... But you know what? There actually can't be like nothing going on in the book, because we have been waiting for like the past 7 books in the whole series for this big build-up of everything coming together. Like, everything has been leading up to this last book. So it can't even be slow-paced. I mean, it's 1,000 pages, but really, it kind of, I think, almost needs to be, because this is the culmination of everything. There's so much going on that we need to sort out and work out. Like, you cannot do that in, like, I suppose you could maybe do it in like 600, 700 pages, but she said almost 1,000, so it is what it is. But I'm gonna get that book tonight and read it, and hopefully I enjoy it. But after that, I don't know what I'll be reading. I started the Scythe series. That was really good. So the next book is Thunderhead. And I also have Checkmate. I have King of Scars, because my favourite fiction book series, fiction book, characters, everything is Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. Mainly Six of Crows. Like, I love Six of Crows. I love the Shadow and Bone TV show. Like, so King of Scars is in that world, and it's like just kind of the next book but following different characters. And I heard that Kaz and Inej make an appearance in that book, and that's all like the one afterwards. That's why I bought it. But I'm scared to delve into that world, because you know when you can just become a bit too obsessed with something. Like, I'm not ready for that emotional attachment right now. So I have that to read. And then I have a lot of books that my boyfriend bought me. I've got Cassandra Clare's new series, Swordcatcher, I think. Prison Healer, Lightlark. Yeah, Lightlark. But tell me why I want to read Crescent City. I don't know. I need to stop with the Sarah J Maas, because this is what happened last time. I was reading the books, churning out these books. Like, Sarah J Maas is my favourite author. I love her work. Read them so much that I kind of just got sick of them and did not want to continue the series. So I can't do that again. But can I also just say, this book is teen fiction. Some of the content in this did not feel like teen fiction. Like, I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. But other than that, no complaints. This book is 4.5 stars. Very, 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 very long. I don't know if I'm a massive fan of long books. I think I need actually just a short, quick-paced book. Like, whilst reading this, I read Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. But, like, do you know what I mean? Like, because this book, this 2-part, like, tandem read, like, is kind of, there's a lot going on, but it's kind of slow. And then like to also at the same time read the Magnolia Park series. Like if you've read the Magnolia Park series, you know that is so annoying. The characters are so annoying. The romance is so annoying. It's just such a frustrating book to read that like I actually just need something lighthearted. I think I need Checkmate. Yeah, no fantasy, just a normal romance. Then finish Kingdom of Ash, then continue on with the Scythe series. Anyway, I've really just been talking rubbish. I don't have anything else to say.